Hi, today we are going to be discussing the last sutra in the sequence that began with Vakyasya Tehe Plut Udataha. Vakyasya Tehe Plut Udataha. Pratibhivade Shudre Striyamna Porajam Yasham Vejivacham Duratatecha Hai He Prayoge. And now 8286 Guru Randrato Nantyasya Pyekaikasya Pracham. And but before we jump right into that, I wanted to just review a few of the sutras from the Vidishesha Prakarana sutras that are important to really understand to make the next sutra meaningful and not just a rote memorization of some translation thingy, which it could be. So I did touch on these at the end of last video, but in case you missed it or forgot them, here they are. The first is 1-4-10 in Ashtadhyayi. The video in our sequence was 53, Hrasvam Laghu, Hrasvam Laghu. Then 1-4-11, Samyoge Guru, Samyoge Guru. That's 54 in our sequence. 1-4-12, Dirgham Cha, Dirgham Cha, 55 in our sequence. Then two other sutras which are important to uh, have in mind. 117, Halonantaraha Samyogaha, Halonantaraha Samyogaha, number 5 in our sequence, and then number 33 in our sequence, 1166, Tasminniti Nirdishte Purvasya, Tasminniti Nirdishte Purvasya. Now, it may seem that these are all simple, straightforward, but they can be also nuanced. So we'll see how that comes into play in today's sutra. So today's sutra is Guru Randrato Nantyasya Pyekaikasya Pracham. Guru Randrato Nantyasya Pyekaikasya Pracham. If we take it apart, Padapata Guroho, which is Shashti of Guru, Guroho, Anrtaha, Anrtaha, that's also Shashti, Anrtaha, not pertaining to the Akshara R, the letter R, Anrtaha Shashti, also Anantyasya Api, Anantyasya Api, that is Anantyasya, not final one, also Api, also not final one. And ek-ekasya, or ek-ekasya is means one at a time in sequence, one at a time, one after the other, means not all together at the same time. Pracham, interesting word. Pracham means the earlier, and I guess this is just totally my imagination. Maybe it's come to mean the Easterners, um, because the sun rises in the east. I don't know. Somebody out there may have a more clear idea, but that's how I like to think of it. And because it's the earlier ones, it has the meaning of the ancients here. So it means the ancients. Uh, and the anuvarti here is duratute cha vakyasya pluta udataha. Durat hutecha vakyasya tehe vakyasya pluta udataha. I gave away the punchline of what I was just going to say, because the kind of quiz question here is, what got left out from the beginning in this anuvriti, and what got left out is tehe in place of the final T. So that there is no restriction to the final T in this sutra. It doesn't come down. So the full sutra then would be Durat hute vakyasya anrtaha guroho anantyasya api ekaikasya sthane pracham mate udataha plutaha bhavati. Duratute vakyasya, so pertaining to calling from a distance. Anurtaha guroho, a non-ur related guru. Anantyasyapi, even if non-final. Ekaikasya, ekaikasya, taken one at a time. In place of that guru, kind of guru, Pracha mate, according to the ancients. Now, the ancients implies mate. It's just like the name of Shakalyasya or any other referent, I guess you could say. Udataha plutaha bhavati shall come. So that's to just see how they all come together, the different parts that we referred to. And now we'll put them keep them all together and look at the meaning more closely. So, duratute vakyasya anritaha, guroho anantyasya api ekaikasya sthane. Now, again, I mentioned that all these shabdas that are in Shashti, guroho anantyasya anrtaha, all Shashti. So they all refer to the Guru. So, and Guru being Shashti is Guru Stane, in place of the Guru. Um, and in place of the whole Guru, yes, well, it's a vowel. So that's not too complicated. Ekaikasya, one by one, sthane prachamate udataha plutaha bhavati. So prachamate, in the view of the ancients, meaning optionally, that is referring not just, well, it depends who you talk to or who you read, but that means not just this particular injunction, but it is saying that all of the injunctions so far are optional. So in the view of the ancients, therefore optionally, when calling from a distance, udata pluta shall come. Where does it come? In place of the anurta guru, the non-ur related guru, even if it's not a final one. That means T is not necessary, so it's not Vakyasya Tehi, which originally referred, the ones before now have referred mostly to Te, with one other exception. So just run that by again. In the view of the ancients, prachamate, when calling from a distance, duratute vakyasya, udata pluta shall come in place of each, one at a time, anurta guru, an udata pluta shall come. And we'll see what that means more exactly in just now. So I was going to make this a quiz, but I decided that was silly and it wasn't worth the effort. But so the quiz question would be, taking this sutra into account, how many grammatical forms are there of Devadatta when you are calling old Devadatta from a distance? Well, the first one is dear Devadatta. Devadatta. So why is that possible? Well, and the one at a time saying each of these is legitimate, but you can't do them all at one time. You can't make them all Udatta Pluta in the same time. So based on this most recent sutra, Devadatta, Devadatta. Now, why is that called for optionally? Well, because some yoga guru, some yoga guru, um, I mean, Dirgam Cha is guru. Then Deva, Devadatta, Devadatta. Um, this one comes to that da because of some yoga guru. And the reason that's interesting has to do with tasminiti nirdishte purvasya. So here, the samyoga is nta, nta, and that we know from halonantaraha samyogaha, and it's in saptami. Saptami, I mean, samyoga is saptami, samyoga guru. That means when a vowel precedes uh, a samyoga, it is guru, and and so that is an optionally gets replaced by Pluta Udata, and we get Devadatta, Devadatta. Then we also have Devadatta, because we can still do that from Vakyasya Tehe Pluta Udataha. And here's the surprise contender, we can also do Devadatta because it's prachamate in the view of the ancients, which means they're all optional. So we have four variations, four various ways we can call old Devadatta from a distance and be grammatical. Then the question is, Guroho Kim. Why say guru? Why does it have to be in a place of guru? And again, somebody may understand the underlying uh, reason that this is important, but this rules out Devadatta, Devadatta. Now, I could imagine possibly why that has to be ruled out, but it does. So that's why these are all in terms of a guru being replaced with certain conditions. And the other condition is anurtaha, anurtaha, a guru that does not pertain to the akshara ru, guru that does not pertain to the akshara ru. Well, why do we care? Because we do not want Krishna, and uh, we don't want the of Krishna to be Udatta Pluta. So it's actually the of Krishna that we do not want to be changed. And that's it.